The architecture of play is the idea that play has a kind of structure. Um, it's chaotic, yet there's a kind of musicality to the way people have fun with themselves and with each other. The architecture of fun, the structure of fun, sort of like the harmony of dissonance. It's the structure of chaos. It's like playing music. The word playing is the same as the way children play. You play an instrument, but I see play as something for adults as well. That's why we almost need a new word. Like the word I use is playtivity. It's an activity that is play. Play is, there's almost a physics to play, like matter itself wants to play. Play is written into the very fabric of our reality. The universe wants to have fun. It was almost set up that way, I think sometimes. And that life is matter at play. Life is matter that wants to have fun and becomes conscious of its need to evolve beyond just purpose and existing and reproducing, but the need to play, to really enjoy life, is survival. I didn't really start thriving in my life until I started having fun and enjoying my life, to the point that I realized, like, if I was sad and depressed all my life, I wouldn't have a life. I wouldn't have lived past 25 or something. Like, it just felt like I was dying. It's weird to think of it, but having fun is not just a waste of time or something we do when we're not working or being productive. Like, having fun is the fuel of productivity. It's the only true fuel I've found. It's as though matter itself needs to play. It's the only way I've been able to be happy or have any kind of strength or charisma with other people, is by finding the fun in every moment and staying true to what's fun with me while physically around people. So the architecture of play is the idea of setting our universe, or setting our house, start with our house, up in a way that encourages positive emotions and good vibes and play. So I'll put up posters of anime, and I'll arrange my computer that like all that my favorite things are on the desktop, and I put up images that inspire me and make me think of games and idols and positive experiences in my life, and I put up pictures of places and vacation spots and women I've drawn or characters I've drawn and fantasy scenes. I'll arrange my furniture so it's spacious, and if you have the power, you can paint if you have the whatever, you can paint your house to the colors and choose furniture that's colors that kind of make you feel good, like colors that are kind of warm, a little faded, like not like super sonic solar bright colors, not like bright red, or that's fine in a little bit, in little amounts, but there's some colors that just feel kind of inorganic, and my shirt happens to be bright red as I'm saying this, but it actually has a nice picture on it, and that's why I'm wearing it. So I try not to use bright red in excess, but and when you get into a flow with play, like little pebbles in your shoes, little rocks in your river kind of get pushed out of the way. I'm noticing now all these little red things around me, but So the architecture of play is setting up your life to promote well-being and play. It's the colors you surround yourself with, the way you arrange your furniture, the people you surround yourself with. You set up a network of friends that if one person isn't available, maybe someone else is. I usually just see one friend at a time, and there's a kind of sense of wanting to really just love one person in a weird romantic sounding way, but there's really, one of my other friends said, like, let's call this guy and let's call that guy, and there's really nothing wrong with wanting to have a party every day, wanting to invite 3 or 4 friends over, and there's a lot more energy in that. And when you go to school or when you go to work, you have that normally, but sometimes you just don't have that for whatever reason. And work isn't gonna completely fulfill you. If all we are is our work, then we're not really living. If work is all that defines us, so you try to have a playful mentality at work, but at the same time create a life that's more than just work, that is fun. And try to surround yourself with people. And a really easy way is just to go places where there already are people, but ideally you can call over a few friends at a time and just hang out. And that's what some of my friends are already doing, and I never really understood it, but my friend Jack would always have a few guys over when I would kind of go pick one person at a time. And I think like having the guys, like having them all over at once, like having like 4 guys or 5 guys, I'm not talking about hamburgers, but like having 5 guys over and just watching TV, or like just like watching porn and joking about it, or just like having some weird bonding experience playing World of Warcraft, like having the guys over, or having a girls, whatever, like having a group generates energy. So I'm all about gathering in groups now. It's not like mastering the perfect social conversation skills and these long, endless one-on-one dialogues, or like endless therapy with yourself, like self-inflicted therapy. Like now I gather a gang and we party, and that's what I promote, like just getting a little bit of party in every day. So that's part of the architecture of play. It's the people you surround yourself with, and it's the way you arrange your house and your clothing and even your food, like getting a variety of good food in your life and not shaming yourself about what you eat. I actually eat tons of sugar and I don't gain any weight and I feel great. If I eat like 5 bags of some candy, I'll get diarrhea, but I would never eat that much, like unless I was denied food for some reason. But I feel like there's some kind of myths about sugar and energy drinks, but that's not really important. I find that there's a certain right amount of sugar that's very healthy, and sugar is actually a good part of a diet, unless you have like severe diabetes. But so fun has a kind of structure to it, and it's like music, like it's very free and liberated, yet there is a kind of governing system, and it sounds like an oxymoron, but fun can be understood, and it can be kind of mapped out. And I've actually created a map where I have all these like colorful blobs, and you can see the different types of fun, like music and conversation and watching movies, like passive kind of activity, which is also not an oxymoron, and eating and traveling, dancing, movement. I've got like 9 or 11 of them, but you can have as many as you want. You can divide them however you want. but it helps to kind of look at a map, and then you completely forget about it. You forget about your rules and your map, but now and then you can kind of touch on it and be like, oh, there is kind of like, what kind of fun have I been missing lately? And so it helps to have that map, like, oh, I haven't played the piano in a while, and I haven't seen my friends in a while. I haven't gone to the park in a while and just hung out there. I need some more relaxed type of play. I've been too active lately. I'm sweating out my body's weight of effort and strain, and I need to relax more and have just some chillaxed kind of fun. So that's the architecture of play. So I hope you play in your day. I'm going to keep this short, so good night.